Friday. I hope you had a great week and I hope you have some good plans for the weekend. I listen in the mornings to different podcasts, and the topics can range from personal development to health and wellness. And this morning I was listening to one, and I had a couple of physicians on who were talking about ways to boost your immune system or just to give yourself more energy. And I just want to cover those five things. It's something we all have heard, but in this time, we're always looking for additional advice and just reinforcement. And so one of the things they talked about was in the morning, get some sunshine for about a half hour. So for me, I combine two of the things that they talk about, which is exercise for improving your health and your overall wellness. And I combine that in the morning by going out for a half hour run at least. Many people, if they have some type of fun activity they like to do outside, they can do some gardening or even go out for a walk, anything to get you out in the morning to get some vitamin D from the sunshine while the sun is low in the sky, so it's not so harmful to your skin. So sunshine is good. Exercise for like 20 to 30 minutes is good. There are many different ways you can exercise. Even these breathing exercises, if you do them for long enough, you can actually feel a cardiovascular benefit. The other thing has to do with our food intake. So trying to get five servings of fruits and vegetables a day. And it can be a fun game for you to mark them off and see if you do get that. Obviously, we'd like you to shift a little bit more to vegetables in a whole variety of colors than maybe just fruit. But if you're not used to having either of the two and you need some fruit first, go for it, and then see if you can start introducing different vegetables in. The other way, that number 4 reason is water. So get enough water. And I know that is definitely something that I don't always pay attention to. So I do have a water bottle with me all the time, and I try to force myself to take sips, every few minutes just to make sure I get enough water in. And the last reason, or the last way to help yourself and to boost up your immune system, is getting enough sleep. They had mentioned some studies out there about the different inflammatory markers in the human body when you get 5 to 6 hours of sleep versus 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And there was quite a bit of difference in the study that they were mentioning. And they even said that when the people that were getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep started getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, they didn't catch up to the other group that always got 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So that is very important. And I know with the stress going on nowadays that it's hard to get enough sleep because we're stressed. I've used this breathing technique to help a lot of people with sleep deprivation. So I want to go through that and focus on what I think about when I go to sleep while I'm doing this breathing. Just like everyone else, I'll wake up with worries, and I can wake up in the middle of the night wide awake thinking or worrying about something. But I want to curtail that, and so I will start practicing the breathing, and here's what I focus on. So initially, we've talked about how the sternum is kind of our center, and we need to learn how to relax that. We've also talked about how if you can imagine a little person inside you who has the strings to your body, and it's like pulling the strings, we're trying to deflate the rib cage. It's kind of what I'm thinking about as I'm practicing these breathing techniques, lying on my side, curled up in a ball in bed. I focus on, as I'm exhaling, how almost hollow or soft or melted can I make my breastbone and sternum. I want to think about how I can just release the tension right there and it spreads throughout my body. It can be very, very effective, and I'm usually back to sleep within a minute or two. It takes some practice to get into it. So I even recommend practicing during the daytime while you're sitting, and then every night before you go to bed, curl up on your side, put a pillow underneath one arm, put something pillow between your legs, or sometimes a towel works, and just curl up in that fetal position, because that's a nice protective mode. It's a good way that we have known since we were children, babies. It's a comforting position. And then we're going to practice the breathing here in seated, but you can practice this when you're lying down at night, and it helps put you to sleep. Granted, it may not be the miracle cure for everyone, because you may have some very high levels of stress that have permeated your body, and it might take some time for you to be able to implement this. But just wanted to go over that, and that's going to be our focus today. Let's go through the breathing pattern now. And we're going to get our back all the way to the chair back. Let our tailbone roll underneath us. Let's have our knees at the level of our hips. If your feet are not flat on the ground, go ahead and put a platform under your feet, but let's try to get your feet to the level underneath something or touching the ground, and we want your knees to the level of your hips. I use a straw that I cut in half, and I'm going to put that between my lips without my teeth touching the straw because I don't want to engage those jaw muscles. Now, as we're blowing out through the straw, I want to think about an open airway and not having any pressure when I blow out. We're letting all that tension go, and we just want that to happen as we're melting our sternum in. I'm going to go through the 4 steps of the breathing process now. And for those of you who have joined me before, go ahead and join in. Otherwise, I will coach the rest of you right after I demonstrate. So the first step is going to be breathing in through the nose. Then we're going to pause a second, blow out through the mouth, and then pause 3 seconds, holding our breath. We're going to repeat that. We'll breathe in through the nose, pause 1 second, blow out through the mouth or straw, hold your breath, and pause 3 seconds. Now we'll just get into the rhythm, and then I'll coach you through more and more details as we go. But first, I just want to demonstrate, and here we go. As you can see, I was taking a decent breath in, but I wasn't lifting everything up because I was using my diaphragm. I didn't have to use my shoulders, my neck, my back to lift up my rib cage, which creates tension and knots in those areas. I was able to use my diaphragm and get air to all of my lungs. And then as I exhaled, my chest dropped in a little bit and my belly came out. So it allowed my rib cage to drop down into a neutral position. This is what we want you to do. And so I want you to focus tonight on really letting the sternum sink in. Imagine there's a little puppet inside you, and it's just drawing all of your ribs in, allowing them to deflate. And we want to create this empty pressure in our sternum so that we don't have that tension that keeps us constantly in that anxious mode. Okay, let's get started. Go ahead and sit all the way back in your chair. Let your tailbone curl underneath you. Feet flat on the ground. Knees pretty close together if you can get them. We're going to put one hand on your chest. If you have it, put a straw in your mouth. The other hand on your belly. And now, if you can, close your eyes just to get rid of any other distractions in the room. And we're going to really focus on melting right underneath the palm of your hand on your chest. And here we go. Going to breathe in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Keep your chin tilted down just a bit. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down and in away from your hand as your belly spills out into your other hand. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your chin tilted down just a little bit. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down and in. Feel your pecs let go as you try to get away from your shirt or bra. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Feel your muscles right under your collarbone relaxing As your chest goes in, melting under your hand, your ribs drop down and your belly comes out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down as your low back relaxes and your belly spills out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down. Feel your pecs relax. Your armpits relax to drop your ribs down. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your tongue to the roof of your mouth over your palate. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down and in. Ribs drop down. Your belly lets go as your buttocks sink further into that chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your neck relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum melt underneath your hand. Feel the pressure let go under your hand as you're blowing out, thinking of an open hose. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your body relaxed and your shoulders down. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel your pecs let go as your belly spills out and your low back and buttocks relax further into that chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down as you inhale and fill your throat. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum melt down and in. Feel your side ribs drop down away from your armpits as your low back lets go and pressure in your trunk releases. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down as you inhale in. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. The ribs drop down as you create space under your armpits, deflating your rib cage. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your ribs down as you inhale in. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down and in. Ribs drop down. Let that belly come out as you feel the chair kind of settle into your legs. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulder and neck relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop down and in as your pecs release. Feel the pressure releasing in your chest and your whole length of your sternum. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3, and take a break. Very nice. Now you want to incorporate that now. I'd recommend practicing at least one more time tonight, and then when you get into bed, curl up on your side and continue to practice this. See if you can get this whole area to let go of that pressure that we often develop throughout the course of our days and through the course of the years of our lives. as you can feel that let go, you can feel your body getting permission to relax. We often have to give our body permission to relax, to allow us to sleep in that restful state. This is one way with practice you can teach yourself to give your body that permission. Now, if you have further questions, please list them here. I'd love to help you more. If you want personalized one-on-one coaching, I am here for that as well. And just send me an email or private message through here. I'd love to help you out. It's great serving you guys. And I'm going to take this weekend off. So Saturday and Sunday, we're going to skip just so I can go explore some nature. And then we'll be back again Monday night at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Thanks again for joining. Thank you guys for all your comments. Bye.